They're 4-3 without Irving. He's averaging just under 27 points per game, and Kevin Durant spoke about his impending return at shoot-around this morning.
It's exciting for everybody. I mean, we miss Kai, we miss his presence out there on the floor. Hopefully it's soon. I mean, I haven't talked to him since we've been on the road trip about it, the last couple of days about it, but looking forward to his return to the team. Definitely going to give us a much-needed spark.
Joined once again by Zach Lowe, and Brian Windhorst will be by in just a moment. The Nets, though, they're 6-9. Kevin Durant is the only player this season scoring 25 or more points in every game that he has played in. How are you looking at this Nets team right now, and Kevin Durant specifically?
So if they're 6-9 and 4-3 with Kyrie, I think that makes, or without Kyrie, I think it makes them 2-6 with Kyrie. Look, the Nets are just not playing well. They're a losing team. Ben Simmons, the third member of their big three, is now, I guess, officially a backup center. And it just feels like it's not going to happen. I mean, what has happened in the last 4 years to suggest to anyone that once this suspension is over, well, it's all just smooth sailing from here. The Kyrie will play 60 more games, the Nets will be fine. There will be no drama. Everything will be great. The team will reach its potential, and everyone will be happy. There is nothing in the track record that suggests that will happen. There's going to be something else, because there's always something else. And to me, the only thing left that matters now is that guy right there, Kevin Durant, still one of the 3 or 4 best players in the league at worst. And the entire league, all the teams who were looking at him over the summer, when, by the way, he requested a trade not long ago. Some of them won't get into it this time. Some will. Other teams that weren't in it at that time, they're looking and waiting and seeing, because he's one of the few players in the world who tips the entire balance of power of the league with him. And so I don't know for there. I don't know if the Nets will get there this year, if Kevin Durant will get there this year, but it just feels inevitable to me.
And certainly eyebrows were raised this week, right, when you look at what Kevin Durant said to Bleacher Report when he's talking about the construction of this team. That's when sort of the league starts to go, oh, okay, well, what's going on here, Brian? How are you reading this?
You know, I think what Kevin said is a great window into what's actually going on with the Nets. He said, listen, I'm having a good time right now playing basketball. This is what I love to do. And I think that that's absolutely true. You know, I think that Kevin, his happy place is just playing. And that has all kinds of rewards that has happened throughout his career. I think his legacy is actually spectacular. Anybody who wants to attack his legacy, I really think is being unfair. But when he says he's having a good time and just enjoying playing basketball with this group, it underscores what part of the issue with the Nets is, and that there's not that much accountability. Kevin Durant should not be having a good time right now. He should be furious at what's happened with Kyrie Irving. He should be furious that his team doesn't defend better. I mean, they did defend okay for a 3 or 4 game stretch after Kyrie was suspended. That's why they got a couple of wins. But Anthony Davis had the best game of his career of this season against them over the weekend. And then the Kings went through them like Swiss cheese defensively the other day because they just can't defend. So, but I have to tell you, Malika, I'm not expecting after 16 years Kevin Durant to all of a sudden change his mentality and come out there and start pounding on the floor and saying we got to absolutely man up, because that's not who he is. He's going to show up tonight. He is going to play well. That's what he does. But I don't expect him to affect change, because that's not who the player he has been. And next week we have a huge game with the Nets going back to Philadelphia. That's going to be drama central. Ooh. I expect Kevin Durant to handle it great. I have no idea how his team is going to handle it.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.